Good evening. We're live. How's everybody doing? What's new? How's everybody doing? Nobody knows who the surprise guest is yet, Hazel. I see you out there in chat because he isn't here yet.
Friction's coming on? Awesome.
Yes.
I love Friction.
Oh, Friction's in.
Minmo!
Minmo, hello. You're awake. What the hell happened?
I think they both got new jobs, didn't they? Or something like that?
Yeah, apparently some shit is changing over there. Are we going to get...
Up at Castle Minmo.
King of the castle. King of the castle.
That's right.
Oh, let me say hello to everybody real quick, and then I'm going to let Fresh do his thing right after that. I'm going to see... Oh, there's a Ginter out there, or at least he was first. Kim Dixon's in the house. Of course, Friction.
Happy birthday, Kim Dixon.
Yes, happy birthday, Kim.
Happy birthday to Kim Dixon. You're a lovely, beautiful lady, and I hope you had a wonderful day. Happy birthday, Kim Dixon. Thank you for coming and hanging us out on your day. You're awesome.
And James Capozzi's out there. Woodtick Mike's in the house. Got Jerry Lawrence. Rust is out there. Kenny B. Who else is out there? There's a stand-up out there. There's a Lumi out there. Another Kenny B. Swag is out there. What's up, Aben Swag?
Tommy's out there. Did you say
Tommy? Tommy's out there. Eric Sutherland's out there. The Feenies.
ID Voca's up early.
Orlando. Yeah, Voca is up early. Man, Albert Rodriguez is here. Look, everybody's falling in here.
Somebody must have put a rumor out who that guest is going to be.
Apparently, that's all I have to do is start bringing surprise guests on and people show up early. What the hell? Edward Knapp, how are you doing, buddy? How's your health? Hope you're doing a little bit better there. How's the Screaming Mimi doing over there? Hope you guys are awesome.
Yeah, how's the recovery going, Edward?
Look at that. There's a Sport Life out there.
Still kicking.
Oh, gosh.
Sport Leafy.
Oh, DTF is in the house.
Daytime Frank.
So, being as we've got this new thing going on here, Fresh, did you figure out what you wanted to cover for the first part of the show today?
I do. And since you're essentially turning control of the show over to me, we're going to do it my way. Everybody. So this week's subject is words. Is your words. In a day and age where every time we turn around, it seems like there's more hatred being spewed by one person or another. I think it's a good time to reflect back on the lessons of childhood, on the lessons of our childhood about the power of your words. We're told as children that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I've always thought that's kind of a clever tool to help kids deal with kind of that unfiltered cruelty of the innocent child mind, because nobody is more cruel to each other than children. Any defect, any difference, anything in this world that you can make fun of someone for as a child, you do. And it's not out of cruelty. It's not out of spite. It's just how kids are. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of people, have regressed back to that childhood phase these days. And, the internet certainly doesn't help things, where you can anonymously just go out and keep it real on somebody. Even though, someone's putting themselves out there and they're trying to do something nice for themselves, they're trying to do something nice for themselves, for the world. They're trying to put something out there that they're proud of. And words can provide hope. They can provide love. They can change the world. Martin Luther King changed the world with a few words. It's still to this day, I have a dream still echoes in everybody's mind as something hopeful. As something incredibly hopeful. I can turn to my friends. I can turn to Golf Tee and say, "Hey, Golf Tee, I love you, brother." And he may be having a good day. He may be having a bad day, but maybe that right there was enough to brighten his day. Lumi, did you have a wonderful day today? I hope you did.
Yes, it's fresh.
I love you. Thank you for being my friend.
I hope you had a wonderful day. I love you.
Thank you. Let's get in here. Jesse. Jesse, how was your day? I hope it was shit.
It was terrible.
An absolute shit day, Jesse. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, Jesse. Jesse knows he's my friend. Jesse knows I love him. Thank you, Gizardo. Jesse, seriously, how was your day, man?
It's good.
Did you have a good one?
Yep.
I love you, my friend.
I love you too, my friend.
Thank you.
How was your day?
My day was wonderful. It was long. The work was long, but I feel like I made a difference in a couple of people's lives today.
It's awesome.
So all this, that all brings the point that you can change somebody's day or you can ruin somebody's day in a word or two. And I really want people to take that to heart. Everybody that's out there watching, whether it's a typed word, whether it's a written word, you can make somebody's day or you can ruin someone's day. You can destroy somebody's life with a word or two. If you're holding a secret and you just can't hold it anymore, you could go out and you could ruin someone's life with a couple words. Whether they deserve it or not is besides the point. That power is in your hands. You have the power to go out and make anybody's day that you meet. You say hello, how are you doing? You be polite. In a day and age like we are today, it's uncommon that people do this. Everybody, if I walked up to someone and said, I hope you're having a wonderful day, I love you, they would think I was a creeper in this day and age. If I said it to a guy, I said it to a girl, people, there's a good chance I might get punched in the eye. Who knows, everybody? So take all that to heart. Take all that to heart. As we go through our life, there's that analogy that we carry a backpack of all the things that we pick up, and the majority of it is words. The majority of his words, whether we're learning through words, whether someone says something hurtful and cruel to you that affects you forever. I'll share a little secret to everybody. All through my teenage years and even up to today, I've suffered with pretty bad acne, and kids are cruel about things like that. It took a lot of years for me to kind of grow out of it, but even to this point, I still suffer from adult acne, and I'm still very, very, very self-conscious about it. And that's a result out of people being cruel with their words and for no reason other than to make themselves feel better, putting me down. And so, let's kind of go around the room. Lumi, has someone ever said anything to you that affected you to this day? When you were younger, did someone ever say something cruel to you that affected you to this day?
I've been picked on for so many things. It's outrageous. I've been called like an owl because I have really large eyes. So I used to wear a lot of black eyeshadow to try to make them look smaller.
Your eyes are lovely, Lumi.
I got pointy ears, so people would make fun of me for that.
Those people have no idea. Those people have no idea what lovely ears look like, Lumi.
But I even had one of my more traumatic moments at school is I used to love art. I just loved hanging out in the art room and doing stuff. And you actually have to sharpen your colored pencils with razor blades. I actually had a group of kids walk up to me with a razor blade and was like, "Here, this is for later."
They were insinuating that you were going to cut yourself or hurt yourself with the razor blade. And they were doing it out of the cruelty to make themselves feel better for their own inadequacies. Did you, at some point in your life, did you kind of realize that?
For me, it just made me kind of like hide. Like I'm a little weirdo and I just stay in the background. It molded me to who I am, which it sucks, but at the same time, I kind of like that I'm just a weirdo in the background.
Exactly. Eventually, you kind of learn to love yourself and that cruelty that kids unleash on each other. That's a perfect example of that. Is the fact that they can walk up, they can say a few words to you, and that affects you forever.
I actually had somebody like, it's crazy that you said this, but I have recently found an old stalker that has revisited me on my Twitch stream. And he's blocked and banned, but somehow he can still write messages to me. And I actually got one that says, "I can't wait till the day of age of technology is brought to an end, so you'll finally stop whoring yourself for attention and money for doing nothing, doing shit everyone who plays games every day. I hope all the streamers become victims of obsessive psychotic murderers." He proceeded to tell me that he hopes that my medical problems overtake my life and kill me.
Yeah. And
I
that's
had a pretty
someone,
rough week last week.
yeah, that's someone reaching out and being cruel needlessly. That's someone trying to make themselves feel better at your expense. And the anonymity of the internet makes it possible. And people don't take a lot of time to think about what they say to each other. None of that was fair. You're trying to do something. You're trying to do something you love. You're trying to put something positive out there, and there was no need for that at all for that, Lumi. And I hope you realize that you are an amazing person, and that we here love you.
It normally brings me down a little bit, but I know that they're just trying to go after me and just trying to trigger something because they're in a bad mood or state.
Yeah, and that's a good time to trigger that childhood defense. The sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Unfortunately, words do. They can have a lot of power. Jesse, has anyone ever said anything that stuck to you for the rest of your life? Let's go positive this time. Has anyone ever said anything positive to you that still resonates with you today?
Yeah. This is a hard question for me because I have a low self-esteem to begin with,
but you're an awesome person, Jesse.
I'm like naturally resistant to people saying nice things about me.
and that's a defense mechanism you've learned over years, Jesse. But
yeah, and going to the other thing, I think one of my the worst people for doing that stuff to me has always been myself, and that's something that I've really noticed lately, and it's been pointed out to me, and something that I'm working on currently to get past, because I got some terrible stuff to say about myself, you know.
You do. But say something positive that somebody said to you when you were younger that still sticks to this day.
Well, there wasn't a lot of positive when I was younger. My grandma did say a lot of positive things. She told me that I would be successful and that I wouldn't be like a lot of my other family, which I am not. Yeah. I'm waiting for the successful thing, but I'm different than my family.
Yeah, that's a good thing. There you go. See, Poodle Pearl loves you.
Jesse.
I like it when, everybody knows I 3D print stuff, and it's a good feeling when people tell me that the stuff that I make is awesome, and then it's helping them organize their stuff and everything. So that helps a whole lot. You
do amazing work, Jesse. You do amazing work with your 3D printing.
Thank you.
And I firmly believe that you're gonna take off, but it's a matter of that stick-to-itiveness, right? You've got some stick-to-itiveness. I like it, Jesse.
I've had a little bipolar action going on the last couple of weeks with changing platforms and switching stuff over, but I think I'm done doing that now.
No more second guessing, Jesse. Just put that awesomeness out there. Put that awesomeness out there that we all know. We all know and love the awesomeness that is you, Jesse.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Exactly, Golf T. Now let's go over to TJ. Let's take it back down, TJ. Something negative that somebody said to you at some point in your life that stuck to you.
Something that stuck.
Something that stuck with you that still gives you an issue every once in a while. Like you're walking by a mirror and you see something, or you do something that somebody made fun of you for at one point or another in your life.
When I was younger, I think I was in probably middle school. I think probably 7th, 8th grade, something like that. I had a teacher who apparently did not like me very much. Generally supposed to be a nurturing, caring kind of, yeah, you're going to do fine. No, that you'll never amount to anything. So that's always been kind of one that's stuck with me.
That's completely unfair.
It is. You would think that would be something that would come from a kid or something like that, because kids are assholes. I mean, I know that. I was an asshole kid. I'm still an asshole adult, but so there's certain things I do now that when I'm going to prove them wrong. Bought a fucking house. Fuck you, cocksucker. If I knew where you lived, or if you were even still alive, I'd go and rub the goddamn fucking note right in your face. I own this. Fuck you. I've gotten somewhere way farther than you thought I was going to.
Or you just invite him over for a beer and be like, not bad for a fuck up, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly.
Because I wasn't the greatest student, so I have a feeling that had a lot to do with it. And hell, I wasn't a good student until I went to college after I got out of the military. And that's because at that point I was like, no, I was a fuck up in high school. Military kind of changed the way I think and do things. So that's the only thing that really did it. So, yeah.
Exactly. Some people take longer to grow into their own learning style. And that's something that takes a long time for people to figure out, you know, what works for you on how you learn. And so that's a great example of someone in a position of power abusing that position, just abusing that position. And that it shouldn't happen, but it happens more and more and more. You know?
Actually, let me give you one that's a personal one that I make fun of myself for because it's how I cope with it. Me, I am a super fuzzy bastard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, super fuzzy. Like, if I take my shirt off, you can't tell. That kind of fuzzy. So yes, I make fun of myself all the time over it because it's a coping mechanism that I deal with. Because I've heard people say things even as adults in passing, saying something to me about it, and it bothers me. But at the same time, it's who I am. So the best way I've learned to cope with it, make fun of it, joke about it, whatever. Just can't change who I am.
Turn it on its head.
That's it.
Yeah. So that's a great coping mechanism. You know, turn it into something funny. You know, take the power away from that person. You know, in a day and age where people can still drop an N-bomb at somebody and just completely ruin their day and set off violence with a single word. You know, it's ridiculous that we're still at this that we as a people are still at this day and age where, number one, the fact that someone would do something like that, and number two, that the reaction would still be that strong. Over 100 years later, you know, and that just goes, once again, it goes to show the power of words. So everybody be careful with what you say to people. Take time before you go out and say something to somebody, because there's no such thing as just a word. Like I can say Lumi is just a streamer. I can say Golf T is he's just the host. Jesse is just a 3D printer. And by doing that, I'm putting you in a box. That is all you are to me. Even though you are all wonderful people and you have more interest than just what I laid out. People do that all the time. Oh, he's just a vapor. Oh, he's just a man. Oh, he's just a woman. And in this day and age, there's absolutely no room for absolutes. When we learn more every time we learn something new about the nature of the universe, it completely fucks up our understanding of the universe. You know, so I would like everybody to take time right now, everybody in the chat. I would like you to pick somebody out of the chat, tell them you love them, and tell them something nice about them that you've learned hanging out here in the chat. I will start. Haas, I love you. You are an absolutely incredible musician and an incredible human being, Haas. And that's how I'm going to end my segment. Thank you, everybody.
That was
cry.
That was fan-fucking-tastic.
I don't want to take 15 minutes of some other weekend. I can't top this one.
It's not about topping. Like I said, I want those topics to change every week. So if it's something serious like this, or you can be something goofy, it doesn't fucking matter. The idea is that we have a little different change of pace every week. So even if that topic leads into something else like this, I can definitely see running into different parts of the show this evening. That's fantastic. It gives us something to talk about.
Sorry.
Can you what?
Can I expand on what Fresh had to say a little bit, actually?
Yeah, feel free.
With those words, like, I'm guilty of it, and I know there's a lot of people that are guilty of it. What you have to say about someone to someone else makes a big impact also. Because you can have certain feelings towards someone, but that doesn't mean you should push your feelings on other people. Let them make their own decision about that person. And exactly. I hate that that we do it without even realizing it sometimes. And like I said, I'm guilty of it. And you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't decide whether someone likes someone else or not, you know.
There you go. And there's a message for you out there in the chat.
While we're saying something nice, I just want to bring a little bit of attention to Swaggy Shane.
Yeah.
I've just been observing over the little bit of time that I've gotten to know him. It's so incredible the things that he'll do for people. You just ask him a simple question and he's right there. Like, he was half asleep one night and Gizzard wanted him in chat. I know this is private and whatnot, but the fact he just asked him, even though he was half asleep, he was right there. Like, it's incredible how wonderful of a man and a friend he is to anybody. If you ask him something, he's there.
Oh, yeah. Look who's here. Our special guest of the evening. Everybody was wondering.
Chat is on the way.
Chat is on the way.
There it is.
I can't see myself.
Well, we can't see you either yet, but we can hear you.
We can't see yourself either.
Oh my God, look at this beautiful panel.
What's up, Ray? Speaking of someone who's filled with love.
Fresh? Is that fresh?
That is fresh.
Oh my God.
It'll be a lot more beautiful whenever we can
Hold
see
on.
Rye.
I gotta change my pants because fresh is.
There we go. I'm starting to see people do it.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's set now.
There he is. There's that
Hi,
sexy.
everybody.
There's that sexy bastard. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Throw it out there, Vapry. I'm not sure if you were watching our segment or listening, but I love you, man. You were an amazing guy. You were an amazing photographer, and I hope you had a wonderful day, my friend.
All right, what's the topic? What's going on?
I was discussing the power of words.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna retire or something.
No, I've got the chat right now saying nice things to each other.
Oh,
Rye loves everybody.
Rye does love
Yeah.
everybody.
yeah.
He's a little bit.
That's the topic.
He's a little bit of a man whore that way, but I still love him anyway.
When you have it to give, you give that.
That's right. When you got as much huge throbbing love to give as Vapor does.
Oh, man. I love you too, Fresh. And don't talk about too much about our DMs.
Hey, our DMs are our DMs, buddy.
Keep that to ourselves for a little bit. Hey, there you go. There it is.
That's right.
You know they sell T-shirts with this now, Fresh?
Do they?
They do. I saw it on Amazon. I came across it.
Oh, can you personalize it and get like Vapor Eye on the
I'll
top?
get you one.
It's just like that.
I'll get you one. I'll send you one now.
Oh yeah.
It's going from Korea, so it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, okay.
I want to say hi to the panel first. Jesse, hi. What's up? How you
Hey
doing?
man, how's it going?
Lumi, how are you?
I'm peachy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Have you ever met Vapor Eye before, Lumi?
Nope.
This is fun, yeah. But I've seen her in chats that I watch. So yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you to everybody in the chat right now that's joining us. Thank you for coming. And
Well,
T-Bay, all love, man. Green Bay, man. What's going on? What's up?
Love you, buddy. How are ya?
Good. Good win last game.
It was finally nice to have something look halfway decent.
Yeah. That's all right. We'll recover. We're just firing everybody right now.
That's it.
All right. Let's get back to what's the topic.
First thing before we get back into it, I just want to say, dude, I'm super fucking proud of you.
Huh?
Yeah. Watching where just you started with the coils and then the photography coming in, now you're getting a lot more recognition, outside companies coming into you to look for your expertise on photography for their products. That's fucking outstanding. Something that started kind of as a hobby is now really going somewhere for you. That's fantastic. I'm super proud of what you're doing. Keep up the phenomenal work, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But it's a whole new world, you know. I'm still so very passionate about building, and I want to keep doing it still. But transitioning to kind of photography there's so much to learn, and it's fun to do. So much fun to do. That's why I before, when I see product photographers on Instagram, they're like, just keep putting out pictures and stuff. I don't really care much about those, but I'm experiencing what they're experiencing right now. Just it's a whole different kind of hobby. And it's fun to do. So yeah.
And it's awesome. Like if you go back and even looking at your old, like going back to your older posts on Instagram, then scrolling through them, you can see the progression that you've made with your photography, and it's just phenomenal. I was looking at them going, I have a feeling there's a lot of people that are probably thinking you're photoshopping shit, but if they go back and look, it's not photoshopped.
No, it's not.
It's all just the progression of how much better you've gotten.
That's funny because you're like probably the first person to say that without asking. I don't use Photoshop because I don't have it. If you ask me, do I edit my pictures? Yes, I do. Of course, everybody does.
Oh yeah.
But not to the extent where it's too much or too crazy. Most of the time, the only edit I put is the watermarks, putting the watermarks in it. That's it. I want it to be as natural as possible. It's something that I always think that I could look back one day and say like, oh, okay, I didn't do that in a computer and changing things. That's what I saw and that's what I shot.
Fucking awesome. I love it. It's amazing. For any of you guys that are in chat that are not following Vape Ryan on Instagram, you need to do so. And do like I was saying, go back to his old stuff. Look at like some of his early posts and then go and scroll through them and you can just see the progression. It's fucking amazing to see it happen.
Yeah, you're killing it right now, homie.
I'm trying to do this thing one day that I would travel all over the US and visit you guys and like make a calendar one day, like a sexy guy vapors calendar.
the sexy.
You're just gonna be able to get a headshot.
People are gonna be like, I thought this was vaping. This is just a beard calendar.
So I guess I'm just gonna have to get a Speedo and put my fake beard on for this photo.
Wait, I don't wear Speedos.
You're gonna. Anyway. I'm just saying. Think about it. It's a calendar of male vape models. How's that, huh?
And
that's gonna sell.
And that's right when Meter pops in.
I know, right? Meter's like did someone say sexy men of vaping?
Yeah, because we need.
I heard songs. I heard beard calendar. I'm in.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. I'm just saying, right? Because we need more women in the industry. Because to be honest, I don't see a lot. Or maybe I'm just missing out. But we need.
You don't watch the Mix and Vixens on Sunday?
We need to attract them into vaping. So I think a male vape model calendar is gonna work, man. Of course, I'm gonna start you in January.
Oh, man. So you're telling me, oh man, I gotta go get a gym membership
and everything and all that. It's gonna
and a personal trainer. I'm gonna eat nothing but chicken breasts and broccoli for the next how many months? How many months do I got to get ripped?
Don't forget the cabbage.
No.
Exactly, Lumi. I'm just gonna be sitting on shows with a shake weight, just.
I'm going in the shape Maddie Matterson style and just fucking fuck it. Just make a bunch of food and let me loose with my vape in the kitchen and we're good.
I love it. It's amazing.
That's right, Poodle Pearl. Thank you for saying that about the panel and the chat. The chat is the chat are still out there giving each other compliments. I'm really happy to see that.
It's awesome.
That is phenomenal. I love how you just turn the entire show on its head. That's amazing. Considering what normally happens here.
Fresh can have the first 15 minutes every week.
Well, you gave me a week to come up with something, and so I wanted to make it something remarkable for not just for people on the panel, not just for myself, but for the people out there in the chat. Give everybody a chance to say something positive. And like I said, with as much negativity as going around these days, from the highest office down to the lowest levels of the street, why don't we say something nice to each other? Why don't we take the time? We see each other all the time. We don't take enough time to say how much we love and appreciate each other. And so we should.
Adopt a different mind frame.
But to the people coming behind you,
I hope my sexy ass brightens your day.
No, the sauerkraut that you ate.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I've been eating sauerkraut, let me apologize in advance.
Oh, being as that was brought up here on Fresh's 15 minutes of fame for the start here, who would like to go next week and give their 15 minutes of fame? It's up to you guys. Actually, I did confirm with the missus. We had a little chat tonight. There will be a show next week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a pre-Thanksgiving show. I might have a couple beers that night. I'm not too many, though, because I do have to deal with in-law, mother-in-law thing. And I have a feeling there might be some drinking going on there, too. So I don't want to be too hungover.
I feel like Fresh does a really great job. I mean, if other people want to do it, that's awesome. But I think you should have like a little segment that Fresh does.
When it's my turn, I'll do it again.
You're like, I ain't doing it every week though. It's hard to top that.
You don't have to top it. There's no such thing as stopping. You can move it in a different direction.
Yeah, it's not about topping one another. It's about giving us something to work off of for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not even necessarily that we have to work off of that set subject. It just gets the ball rolling instead of before I was just kind of fucking having diarrhea of the mouth and whatever came out, you know?
Yeah, Stuzy Stu freaked me out for a second. He said, "Fresh, I apprehension you." It's like, like I make you apprehensive when I appear on your screen. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I try and promote a positive vibe, and then he's like, "Oh, autocorrect." Like, oh, okay, all right. Well,
I don't want to be apprehensioned.
Right, Nurse Vapes? You don't want to be behind someone that's been...
Maybe Susie Stu is trying to say that they appreciate you.
He does appreciate. I'm pretty sure that's what he meant.
Oh shit, he's in a collared fucking flannel.
Oh, there must be some high class stuff going on tonight down there.
Some serious.
He's like, I'm gonna sing my song and get it on.
Shockingly, I'm not leaving the house at all. This was just like looking good in the closet there, so I was like, fuck it.
He's having a treat.
This is his invite to women to come over to feed him soup and
that's all Adam did. Is like he looked in there. He said, you know what? I feel good today. I want to look good today. Give me a minute to throw this flannel on.
I picture him
and you look awesome
to it. I picture him dancing over to it while he's.
I told you to get rid of those cameras, Jesse.
Yeah, I was on board until the dancing thing, because then it takes like a fucking Buffalo Bill kind of turn.
Yep.
It's like,
yeah.
Like I imagine that the cat is only there because he doesn't have a poodle anymore, and there's a hole with a bucket and some lotion, and it just gets weird.
And tucking.
No tucking.
Oh. There's a couple people I seen did pop in the chat, so I did want to say some hellos to people that I didn't get to earlier. Haas, I see you out there, brother. I love you. Glad to see you out there. I know we did see Stuzy Stu popped in. Joey to the motherfucking O is out there. The nurse face.
I met Joey to the motherfucking O in Vegas.
I did see that. I did check out his first live feed ever on Instagrams.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
And Philly Vape popped in here. Who else popped in that I missed? Steven Stewart's out there. Yeah, people are slowly coming in. Love it.
Hi, Swaggy thing. So I'm gonna continue the positive vibes. I'm gonna give one out to Swaggy Shane. Shane, thank you for being an amazing person in this community, for doing all the things that you absolutely 100% do not have to do for us. I love and appreciate you, brother.
Hello, Swaggy Shane.
That's right. Even Poodle Pearl loves her some Swaggy Shane. Vapor, are you aware of Poodle Pearl? She's kind of down in your neck of the woods. Like it might.
No, this is the first time I'm meeting her.
Yeah, but Poodle Pearl is she's something else. She's got some great one-liners though.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been hearing it. Yeah.
You put your hand in a garbage disposal.
Do you put your hand in a garbage disposal, Ride? Is that part of your filming process?
No.
No, that has nothing to do with taking pictures. I figured I'd check.
I gotta leave my hands.
Poodle Pearl, can you where does Vapor I like to take his pictures at?
I'm alone in the woods.
There we go. Thank you, Poodle Pearl.
Good. Yeah.
He's losing it.
I would like to thank our producer for being on point with that soundboard tonight. On fucking point.
Producer, sir.
You're doing an amazing job, producer, and I love you too, brother.
We all love Giz.
There we go.
Giz is a lovable guy.
Since we're still doing the nice thing, I do want to say something else. Meter, thank you very much for all of the information that you provided me over the last week or two here in this move that we're making with the missus. I greatly appreciate that.
Absolutely. Glad I could be of some assistance. Sometimes useless knowledge that's trapped in here actually becomes useful for just a little bit.
I appreciate it greatly. So does the missus. So, let you know how that works out once we do make that switch over.
Absolutely.
Oh, Kim Dixon, what's your favorite emoji? Put your favorite emoji out there for me. There we go. She's got a little task. What's up, Juan?
Do we have an
emoji?
Which one?
We don't have to be quiet while she's looking.
No, we don't.
Is it the smiley face is your favorite? Kim Dixon?
I was just waiting what it was there, yeah.
Her favorite's the smiley face, I think. There you go. The smiley face is her favorite. So everybody, what I would like you to do is go grab the smiley face emoji and give it to Kim Dixon for her birthday. Everybody out there in chat, go give her smiley faces.
Damn, sticker.
Yes, he's all over that. He knew what was up. He knew what I was doing.
I was on it.
Kid.
I'm just going to keep clicking until it tells me to stop.
My clicky fingers aren't doing so well after playing Call of Duty.
She's got blisters on her fingers.
See, I put so many because Kim's a really nice person, and I figured she'd want to share. And so that's enough for everybody that's in the chat too.
No, everybody in chat needs to do it too.
Yeah. Oh, no. I didn't do it for them. I did it, sent it to them.
That's it. You know what's fucking fantastic about Kim? I love her Instagram feed. Especially when she's showing the wood shop and everything that's going on out there. That's fantastic. I love that shit.
I went overboard, as I do.
Uh-oh.
You must delete some.
Gone over 200 characters.
There we go.
Whoa.
Look at all those smiley faces out there for Kim Dixon.
So happy.
She's always happy. She's always lovely. She's always lovely in the chat.
I concur.
Lovely person. Absolutely lovely. And I hope you had a wonderful day. Seriously, Kim. Pippa's here. What up, Pippa?
Pippa.
Is there a kangaroo emoji? We should all give kangaroo emojis to Pippa.
There isn't. There's a koala, though.
Is there a koala?
For sure.
Koala?
Those double dick bastards.
DDK.
I think it's the only bear animal that they got in there is a koala.
Are you aware of that, Vapor?
Yes, of course.
That
like
there we go. There you go, Pippa.
Rye, what's new, man? It's been a while since we had you on.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Been busy. Been just busy, mostly my day job.
Oh, looks like you've been pretty busy elsewhere too.
Yep. Yeah. It's been great though. I'm experiencing a lot, and the love is still there. I always check what's going on in the community. I listen to you guys. Like put it on most of the time. Replays what I'm building. I gotta listen to something. What I'm building. Attitude that came out in that day.
I like that. What I got out of that is I have to listen to something, and you guys will do. That's kind of what I got out of the whole vapor thing.
Because when you guys are on, I'm usually still at work, and I'm a cook, so I'm just listening to like a headphone or like a Bluetooth. Or my phone is away, so I'm not even seeing you guys. I can just hear you, and then I'll hear some Chinese lady over here telling me something in Chinese that I don't understand. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cook it. Just shut up! I'm listening right now.
Have a good night, Haas. We love you, brother.
But
thank you for reemerging and coming back into our lives, my friend.
Appreciate it. I'm still here. The love is still there. You know how much I love you guys, but I know you guys went to Vegas.
Heck yeah! Well, I went to Vegas.
Yeah, well, you did, Joe. I saw the pictures. You must have like a blast over there, huh?
Oh, it was an amazing time. Getting to hang out with all the DIY folks, and then Brian and Mike, and got to meet Amy for the first time. She's hilarious. She's hilarious. We hung out with DJ LSB Vapes every single night. We hung out with Bryson from Flavora every single night. So just amazing people out there to hang out with and spend some time with.
And the beautiful Jax Miller.
Yep. And of course my buddy Jax and my buddy Giz.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for the three best friends that anybody needed in Vegas. And nobody wound up locked out on a rooftop.
Nobody did. Nobody went to Thailand.
I mean, Thailand could be next, Vape, right? You want to go to Thailand? Do you want to go to Thailand with me?
Well, I work with Thai people, so yeah.
All right.
They said they could ship me there without nobody knowing. So,
Fresh, would you give Pippa a piggyback ride?
Absolutely. I think people like 6'1", 6'2". It'd be kind of funny. Like she'd be up on my back, and I'd have her legs like scrunched up into my armpits, and they'd still be dragging on the ground.
Why do I imagine like a weird waddling T-Rex with really long arms?
like a set of really short arms, and then a set of really long arms coming over the top, just grabbing DIY supplies as we maraud through the streets.
Ooh, it's a Hesh.
What up, Hesh?
What up?
Love you, brother.
What's happening?
We should get a duet with Adam and Hash going. Look out.
Some Bee Gees.
Yeah. Hash is just like.
No, I had to change my audio. I just updated Zoom on the studio computer, so I had to get the audio settings correct, so it wasn't coming through the studio monitors weren't coming through the microphone.
Fancy pants.
Yeah, fucking chilling in my fucking recording studio.
I like it. You finally got it all set up?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Nice.
Yeah. Good to go. I mean, it's a mess right now, so I'm not gonna like pan out the camera and show you what I got. But it's like seriously, there's 3 bass guitars, 7 regular guitars. The digital drum kit is currently in a box that I'm going to set up when I need to use it. It's just as is like need situation for that thing. But like my mixing console and everything is right over here to my left, and I've got my small boom mic set up for streaming and everything with my small mixer over right on top of my monitors, so it works out perfect.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then, of course, I'm still utilizing some of my kids' stuff for space. But that's all going away soon.
I've seen some of those kids' drum kits, and it's like, that's way more advanced than it should be.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, no, I've yeah, it's been a while, guys. You know, I've been so jammed up between work and the band. Final gig of the year is this Saturday night, 45-minute ride away. We're playing for 3 hours, and then we're off for 3 months, going to fully record and get everything set up for next year.
Nice.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Gonna have two, roughly 1 to 2 major gigs a month, playing out, headlining and everything like that. You know, like 2-hour sets, and then probably 6 gigs throughout the whole year where we're doing full 3-hour nights. So it's good. It's tiring. It's tiring. You know, having to know 75 songs to pick out of a hat. It's just, it's insane.
Oh, Sin just got here. Oh, let's go ahead and get Sin in on the action. Sin, you're an incredible mixer. Thank you for everything you do supporting the DIY community and the vape community as a whole. I love you. Thank you for being you. There's your compliment for the night. Go ahead and pass that compliment on, Sin.
Okay. Hatch, how are you doing? How's your health been? Been getting better? Or at least maintaining a level of decency?
Actually, you know, other than a few random spurts, health is good. I'm actually naturally down 16 pounds since I have actually last been on. With just portion control, and my Crohn's hasn't really been acting up. Things have been good.
Excellent.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that, man.
I just let all the fucking stress go out the window. I just been focusing on me, focusing on the music, focusing on the family, not killing myself with a million live shows a week, and trying to practice for the band and trying to keep the kid, you know, like occupied while I'm trying to do all this, and trying to keep the wife happy about everything around the house. I've just been focusing on just happy life, happy wife, you know? So yeah, the opposite, you know, happy spouse, happy house. It doesn't matter, you know, as long as both of us are happy, everything's going to be good. And things are fucking phenomenal.
Dude, I'm glad to hear that, man. I was worried about your health there for a while, so I'm really glad to hear that.
It got scary for a bit. It really did get scary for a bit. You know, when you have something that's an autoimmune disorder, it can really take its toll, not just on yourself, but, you know, everybody around you, because they don't know how you're going to feel day to day. You know, I still fight daily with the arthritis side of things. I'm still running into issues here and there, but things, you know, I got to keep a positive mindset about it, because if I don't, you know, I'm going to end up like Jesse. It's been too long, man. I had to give one zinger.
I was going to say, I understand how you feel, because I have the fibromyalgia and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's kind
exactly.
of having to balance a lot of things, and then having something like that going on, it's definitely destructive.
Oh yeah,
it can get away with
it can get away from you real quick and take you down a road that you don't want to go down. And I was getting to that point, and I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, I'm glad, dude. I'm fucking fantastic to hear that. That's outstanding. I mean, especially now you're only getting, for lack of better terms, positive stresses versus a lot of negative from trying to fucking carry too many plates, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, like I've ultimately stepped up my game at work. It's being recognized by my boss directly and ownership, and they're recognizing, you know, that I'm really putting in an effort. And I just had a $90,000 increase for this last quarter. So I get a 4% commission off of that. Yeah, dude, $5,000, I'll take it.
Oh yeah.
You know, fuck.
Says, yes, sir. I'll take that in $1 bills if you want.
Yeah, right, unmarked, non-taxable.
So I've actually got a question for our special guest tonight. Hey, Bray.
What's
Hey,
up?
Bray. How close have you been able to take your genius and not have to work at the restaurant? How close are you, man? You getting there?
No, far from it. I've been on that job for so long. I'm too attached to it.
Oh.
I kind of.
He's like,
I would just like to see like Vapor Eye Unleashed.
He could have $2 million. He'd still be working there at this point, right?
Yeah, kind of like that. It's in the genes. I'm Asian, so it's there.
Give you more time for your art, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, why do you work here? He's like, shit, I've worked here for 40 years and I own it. No one knows.
I'm secretly the owner of this restaurant.
Yeah. Last week, I think I made a record for myself. It's like I did like a whole week of just sleeping 2 hours a day.
Oh, Jesus.
A whole week of that. And I thought I was going to die. I seriously thought I was going to die. By like Saturday, I think I was just not going to wake up anymore.
I've done that and it's terrible.
Yeah, because my only time to do all this is after work. Like literally, I'm at work at 9 a.m, which doesn't seem that bad. But I get out at like 10:30, 10 o'clock at night. The whole day. It's like 11 hours, which is still not that bad. But you do that every day in a small kitchen. Because we're kind of like a hole in a wall kind of restaurant. So it's a small kitchen and you're surrounded by other Asians that you don't understand their language. So yeah, constantly. So it's stressful, but it's kind of fun too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when I get home, depending on how tired I am, that's when I either shoot or build. And this is my world right here, this room.
It's your little Zen room.
Yes, and I called this as soon as when we moved in this house. I called it on my wife already. And that's my room. That's my room. I turned that into like a man cave.
It's a work cave.
It's a lot of frustrations happening here and some beautiful things too at the same time. So it's pretty magical.
I still remember that video of you like multitasking, like he's watching a show, pans back over, checks on his build, like swivels back around past the YouTube, and he's cooking something. Swivels back around to check the drill, make sure things are still going all right. Swivels back over to the food, like flips it.
Yeah.
Goes back to the show, and it's like, son of a bitch, take that.
Man, the builders now are so crazy though. Like, I don't have much time to build anymore, but the builders that are coming up now, or the things that they've been building, has been insane. I'm such a fan of everybody like putting up things right now.
Got to get out there and defend your GOAT title, homie.
No, not defending anything. I'm inspired by them, like the time and effort that they put on it. Yeah, I love it when vapors get into something, no matter what it is, or building, or photography, or DIY. As long as I see their passion about it, it really encourages me. I feel a lot better about it. Makes me put in a good mood and try to do something too. I feed off of them. I feed off of you guys. To be honest.
Sin, you've been on Black Cat show, right? Big Ray?
Black Cat, yeah. I was featured there just a couple of weeks ago. He featured me. And it's so funny because when he's scrolling through my page, he scrolls a lot because all he sees are products before he finds a build. And my recent builds are very simple and actually like just basic coils compared to what I'm seeing now. It came to a point where I've been building for almost 2 years, which doesn't sound a lot, but in the vape industry, that's like 10 years. That it came to a point that I don't want to show off crazy coils anymore. I just want to do the right build for that RDA. How about that? Like, I want to just put an example. Like, if you do a variation of this a little bit or close to this one or exactly this coil, it will vape great. You know, that's what I kind of want to do now.
Yeah.
It's just the right build, because sometimes I'm starting to be a fan of simplicity now.
Like you've had your moments of madness, and now it's time to be like, all right.
Yeah. Because to be honest, you can ask any builder, the craziest coils you see there probably doesn't vape the best, most likely.
Yeah.
It's either just too low, or it's just not going to perform as well. If you want the best vape experience, go a little bit back to basics. Put a little bit more on S5, but don't go too crazy.
Yeah.
Just being honest, that's how I feel about coil build. I want not only to create or build a coil that's clean and well made, but I also want it more than how it looks. I want it to perform great.
Yeah.
If it doesn't perform great, it didn't mean much.
That just made me think of a movie. And one that has nothing to do with vaping or anything of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Are them 20s? No, they're 18s, but I keep them clean though.
Yeah, that's next Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, so keep it simple, keep them clean. And
yeah. I mean, like a nice set of Fralians they're gonna vape way better than that monstrosity of a coil someone's thrown together that just for that picture. Like I get the art of it, but like Nick's on the shows a lot. Nick Devine, he comes on the shows a lot now, and he'll come in and he's like, yeah, that thing vaped like shit.
Yeah, it tells you straight up.
Like I spent 3 hours building this thing up, took some pictures of it because it was pretty. Tried to vape it, couldn't vape it. It was shit.
Yeah. But I totally get the people who put it out there strictly for art, because of like a great example is Space Coils. He's really good at that. He's very artistic when it comes to coil building, but it's still leave you like, oh, that's not gonna vape right. But who cares? It's beautiful, Lumi,
are you trying to show off your braids for Vape Rye?
I'm just showing off my braids in general. They're really simple, they're really pretty, and they vape amazing.
Yeah, there you go. So if you get all of those, then yeah, you made a great coil.
What's up, V-Dog? So we'll continue the compliments out there. V-Dog, hey, V-Dog, thank you for all the work that you put in with dogs and the abused animals that you see, and how you always take it to heart. You're an amazing guy, and I love you, V-Dog. Thank you.
Chris, you're so amazing.
No, everybody's amazing. Everybody is. It's not just Fresh Row 3. Everybody's amazing. Golf Tee's amazing. Lumi's amazing. Jesse's amazing. Rye's amazing. Adam Pilar, he's the Al Green of South Chicago. Do I need to say more? Hesh is the me first in the gimme gimmies of the greater Boston metropolitan area. And I mean, who gets
true.
who do you know that gets knees deeper in the devil's lettuce than the Meters Vapes? Ain't nobody gets deeper than that guy.
Nope.
That guy's awesome.
I love the Meter rants.
The Meter rants. Just wait till he closes this show out, Vape Rye. He's gonna blow your mind like he blows everybody's mind every week. The best closer in the game. I feel like I should pay him to come on my Friday show just to close out.
Quick cameo right at the end.
Exactly. Meter just jumps in. Hey guys, sorry I wasn't around the whole show, but let me blow your fucking minds right now.
Drop some
Hey, Vape Rye. Gizzard Stew has a question. He says, "What is the best thing you cook? What is your specialty?"
Curry.
Oh shit! Can I come over to your house and we'll have curry?
Come over. You've been invited 10 years ago.
Me too.
And we're all coming over. We're all gonna hang out in the man cave.
Some curry.
Go have some curry with fucking vapor. Hell yeah.
They'll put some heat in your bum.
Oh, I love it. Dude, the hotter the curry, the better. Are you kidding me?
I will take that.
Yeah.
Fire ass hot.
I don't need a rag to wipe my head off. It ain't hot enough.
In our restaurant, you can really customize the food down to the whatever you want. Some people that we have regulars there that bring their own sauce sometimes. And they'll let you use that sauce and you use it and you put it on the wok and you cook it and then you bring the bottle back to them, whatever sauce that they had. It's funny, but you can customize it down to the whatever you want to add on it, whatever you want to take out, how hot you want it. It's crazy.
Yeah, my favorite Thai restaurant up the road from me actually asks if I want some pho with my sriracha.
Yeah.
So they give me extra hoisin to kind of balance out.
And he wonders why his asshole turns into an afterburner when he leaves.
No, never. Actually, that's the funny thing is that shit doesn't bother me. Like spicy stuff doesn't bother me, dude. I could have a piece of toast one morning, be fine. Have a piece of toast from the same fucking loaf of bread and be dead for like 3 days. So doesn't matter. That does not matter. Good stuff.
I want to ask a question. Because you guys are up to date with mods and everything, have you guys ever seen a mod that has wireless charging?
Vapor Shark did a couple of them.
I was just going to say, I think
it's been done.
Yeah, the Vapor Shark DNA 200 was the first one that did it for a while. And
I know there's a company coming out soon with one. I've seen it on.
Yeah, that's probably what we're probably saying same thing. Do me. Digiflavor sent me this mod that has wireless charging.
Ooh, Digiflavor?
Yeah, it was Digiflavor.
Hell yeah.
It's the Edge kit. I don't know if you guys could see it. It looks like this. I don't even know if I'm supposed to show this, but I don't care.
It's on Instagram.
I don't see this anywhere on Instagram yet. I just got this like yesterday.
Fagin put it on his Facebook page.
Oh, there you go. See, he got it already.
I've seen
it comes with this wireless charger. See, and you kind of just leave it there. Of course, this is gonna have like a cord, but you kind of just leave it there like a phone. Just and it charges. But the thing is, so I'm not used to this yet. It's so new to me. Like I'm like, is this gonna work?
So is it
even like safe? Would people trust this? Because the one that makes me like, I think that this is pretty crazy because it has external batteries. You would think that if it's wireless, it has its own battery. It has internal batteries, right? But this one has external batteries. So I'm like, if people buy this, then they're not going to use those. We're so used to like taking out our batteries and putting it on our chargers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and then who's to say that the charging is balanced? I mean, I guess we'll see when Daniel finally does a review whether it's balanced charging or not. Or Mooch, gets a hold of it.
Yeah. I was talking to Digiflavor about it because I was like, if this should be like an internal battery if you're like a wireless thing. It makes more sense that way. Because if people buy this, I'm not going to use this wireless charging if I could put external batteries on this one. I'll use my proper charger station and put my batteries there.
Yeah, you would figure they would put a LiPo of some sort in there.
Yeah, because when it came, it's separate box. So that means you got to buy the wireless charger, I guess. I guess that's your option. But it's a kit and it comes with a sub-ohm tank with it.
Well, I guess it might be good for somebody who's just making a step up to a bigger mod and doesn't want to fork out the money for a battery charger.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to include the wireless charging dock with it, but if it's something that they're going to have to pay for extra, probably just better off talking them into buying a fucking 4-bay charger and calling it a day.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. I don't know.
As long as it works with other wireless chargers, it's cool. Though I have a wireless charger. It would be easy for me to just slap her on there.
Yeah. I put my phone on it and it didn't work.
But I guess if you had to lay it down, if you had to lay it down, it'd probably not be too good.
Yeah.
No. You put your weed in there.
It'll charge up your weed. Oh man. Yeah, crazy things.
Juan Castillo makes a good point. I guess you could just leave it on the charger while you're sitting at your desk, keep it topped off, so that way you don't have to worry about battery drain.
Yeah. I just have like something that it bothers me when I'm charging a mod through like a USB and leaving it. I'd rather take it out at home and then charge it or bring extra batteries.
Then the other question on that is, how piss poor is the charging? Because look at how many phones are there out that have wireless charging now, and the wireless charging on those takes for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Mine's got fast wireless charging. Actually, it's the 2 amp or whatever.
Yeah, the Samsung ones have fast charging.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they do have the fast charging ones, but in comparison to sticking that fucker in the wall, it's still slow.
Fucking genius.
Not to mention, you figure how long does let's just say a drained Samsung 25R 18650, that's how long does that take to charge from your little base charger that you've got at home, your 4-bay, 6-bay, whatever it is you got, versus what that wireless will take? I'm guessing it's going to be there's going to be a drastic difference.
Yeah, I would love somebody to do a comparison, like taking the batteries out, seeing how long they take to get to full charge, and then doing the same with the wireless charger and comparing the times. It'd be interesting.
TJ will hook it up and find out exactly what kind of amperage the wireless will hold.
Just gotta look to Daniel for that, right?
Yep.
We love him. That's what he does.
That's why we love him.
That's right.
I mean, amongst
Reason
several
why
other
he got
reasons.
an award.
He's a beautiful man too. So
I tell you what, realistically,
Yeah, he is.
sounds kind of cliche, but realistically, in 2018 and now, closing out and coming in towards 2019, an intelligent vapor in today's day and age would do themselves a disservice to not look at Daniel's channel or his website before purchasing a mod. Realistically.
Yep.
Another question for Rai. What is your favorite coil to build and why? And that's from Sen.
Oh, well, there's two. One is a frame staple. I'm always a fan of a frame staple.
Me too.
Yeah, the flavor on it is just, yeah, if you build it right, don't make it too fat because it's, I don't know. I only put I stack 8 ribbons on it and I frame it with 28, then wrap it with 40 or 42, and it vapes amazing. The other one is a groove stagger, which is there's a spine in the middle of your coil, and then I frame it with 2 ribbons, and then frame it again with about 28, round it off with a 40 or 42. Yeah, wow. Those are my go-to. I always have them here if I needed something because they're also amazing. They're also great on single setups. So, yeah.
There you go.
I'm a low wattage kind of guy. I like it when I have one coil and just one, running around 50 to 70 watts. I'm fine over there.
The Vaping Bogan did an unboxing of that same mod today.
Ah, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Coming out to review it.
Stuff her up your butt.
Stuff her up your butt.
The Vaping fucking Bogan.
Yeah. I'd like to meet him one day.
Yeah. Seems
fucking genius.
To hang out with.
Yeah, just keep pushing beers across the table at him and just listen to him go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to meet him in a bar and I'll feel, secured.
I could see knocking a couple back with him.
fucking dickheads. It's the vaping fucking bogan.
That's how he comes into a bar right there.
What's up, Alan Gorby?
Welcome, Alan Garvey.
Gorby, what's happening, brother?
I met him in Detroit, and he's a really nice guy. He's awesome.
Excellent work, Jesse.
Corby is a fantastic individual. It's been a long time you're here. I love him.
Exactly. Alan Gorby's been around forever. He has the patience of a saint. We learned that in Detroit. The man has the patience of a saint. You're an awesome guy, Alan Gorby, and we love you.
There's his patience right there. Love it. Love it. This has been fantastic. It's been excellent. Fresh, you knocked that out of the park. That just rolled everything just beautifully together tonight.
Thank you.
Fantastic, man. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Now we can, with as many people as come on the panels, I've got a while before to think up what I want to talk about next time.
That's right.
Got another question for Rye. Which is the hardest coil to build and why? From Sin also.
Whoa, the hardest that I've ever attempted, because there's ones that I don't even want to attempt to do.
I think the hardest that you've done.
I really had a hard time when I was trying to build the Enigma. It took me a while. That probably took me a while, the longest, because I have a heavy hand. you have to. I practice a lot to make that as soft as possible, as soft as fresh as space. So it's hard to do. That took me a while, but the hardest one, Razorbacks are always hard because you need some tools. You need to know exactly what you're doing. I can't pinpoint one, but the hardest ones are the ones that once you make a mistake through prep, you can't go back. Those ones. To think about a coil like that, if you ever done building, anything that you can't save is difficult. So for me, the longest thing that took me to accomplish was an Enigma, and I only built it once. That's how I hated it. I built it once, posted it, and I'm never gonna do that again. Just a headache.
It's like a triumph.
Yeah, because it's you don't even care how much wires you wasted. It's just the feeling of losing. The feeling of losing to a drill is a nightmare. I never thought growing up I'll have problems with. So yeah.
You knew, man. You'd just be kicking every Black & Decker you walked past.
I'm on my third drill now. The second one I intentionally destroyed. That was a good time.
So is that what coil builders have to deal with? Like, I know gaming nerds have to go through keyboards and mice because they're slamming them. Do you guys have to get new drills because you get pissed off and you just
most of the time we talk to ourselves. I'm sure people builders can relate to me, and we just talk to ourselves like we're cursing ourselves like, what the hell are you doing, man? And I'm by myself here. What the hell is wrong with you? Can I curse? Can I curse here in the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right?
That's what I do.
So how did you?
I start yelling at my wire. I'm like, "Fuck you,
yeah,
cocksucker!"
I just have full two-sided conversations with my cat.
Yeah.
The question is, right? How did you intentionally destroy it? Did you get on some like aliens and just did like an extra long?
No. So this is what happened. I was wrapping something. I'm in the wrapping stage already, and for some reason, my drill and my swivel are not in good terms. They're just not communicating well. So this one is turning, and this one wants to wait. So it's like, so my core is twisting while I'm rolling it. And I tried everything to fix it, and it's still doing that. And it never happened. It was like the very first time it happened. So I started talking to myself. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Figure this shit out. And then I started yelling at my core, And I was like, why don't you fucking rap? And then I apologized real quick. No, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna take it easy on you. But my drill still won't listen. So I took it off the drill and I chucked it in my backyard. Yeah.
You can fucking stay outside, you fucking
the next day I saw it in the backyard and I'm like, the fuck you still doing here?
I told you to get walking, bitch.
It didn't end there. I kicked it a couple more times and then yeah, it was
what
fun.
the fuck?
I go through some weird nerd rage stages on my Twitch channel.
But you can just like pour a cup of water into your keyboard or something if you get super pissed, right?
No, I just go like full Tourette's, like any swear mean word I can think of, it's coming out of my mouth and I'm calling the air. I'm just picking on the air at that point.
I guess at that point you can just hold a glass of water above it and be like, listen, fucker.
Unless though, I would end up actually ruining it, and then I would have to go up to Mr. Loomy and be like,
I did it again.
And be like, you have an $80 keyboard. What do you mean you need a new keyboard?
So how did you do it this time? And then he goes back and watches the stream. Lumi just halfway through just snaps it over like, ah!
You can just get on the internet and get pictures of other keyboards and like point the monitor down at it and be like, look,
I will replace you.
I had one instance where I held my mouse up by its cord and I just started punching the shit out of it.
Turn your mouse into a speed bag.
Where you just buy into a bunch of cheap office keyboards at like $3-5 a piece.
You do it to the cheap ones, that's fine. When you start doing it to the $70 gaming ones, then you're in trouble.
Yeah. I punched my Corsair the other day, and I'm like, oh no, son of a bitch! This thing cost me $140.
Yeah, I have the Corsair too, and I want to just freak out and just start punching the shit out of it, but I'm like, that's $90. Can't do that.
Yeah, back in the Nirvana days, they used to have to buy Kurt Cobain like cheap Korean strats and give those to him for his last song because he was breaking all these like 60s and 70s strats on stage and shit. And they're like, no more, Kurt, no more.
Yeah.
Break $150 Squire strat, that they make $1 billion of, for your last song.
In one show, he destroyed 3 rare. What was it? The
Jaguars or Mustangs or whatever.
Yeah, Jaguar Mustang combo. Yeah.
Don't do that, Kurt.
Three guitars, each worth $5,000 at that time. Inflation now, those things are $15,000 guitars if they're in mint condition.
In the span of an hour.
Yeah. It was on the In Utero tour too, so it was just everything was down to it, and he's just picking it up by that tremolo bar and just shaking the crap out of it, and then slamming it on the ground and then walking away, picking up another guitar. I'm like, I look at my $1,200 Charvel and I'm like, I don't even want to touch that thing, but it's my go-to every time I pick up my guitar. That's my only guitar I go to. So it's like, fuck. I can't imagine doing that. Like, even to a $400 like Epiphone Les Paul, I'm like, dude, that still cost me $400,
Yeah, I've never had the desire to break a guitar. I don't know. I mean, it probably feels good as hell, but yeah, I just couldn't do it.
That Washburn. Hold on, I'll grab it real quick. So this Washburn Dime V has seen some shit. I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick it up, but you can see that crack.
Oh yeah.
Right there, right along that neck joint. Matching one on the opposite side right there, right? Ouch. Boom. Let's see, where the fuck is the giant chunk taken out of it?
I got a chunk in my Les Paul taken out a couple years back. Yep.
Right there.
It's like,
and then up in the headstock as well.
Nice.
And then this is a 1 of 200.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
Yeah, it's a 1 of 200. And I'm like, yep. Oh well.
Dimebag would have wanted it that way, though. He wouldn't have wanted it to hang on a fucking wall. He would have wanted that thing to be played and beat the shit out of.
Oh, dude, I have taken this up the East Coast Yeah, down and up, back up the East Coast and over to Europe.
Yeah, that's what matters, dude.
Yeah, right.
He's pickled as a newt.
Actually, my favorite piece that I have. Sorry to change the fucking subject on building, but this is one of the last Squire 2 special precisions that was made in Korea before they split.
When they were still nice.
Yes. So
yeah, before they became super mass marketed pieces of crap.
This is a vintage piece from the early 80s.
Nice.
And it's in near mint condition.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That. Bring another musician on the show. We're gonna have a whole music show one of these nights. I had to do that. I like it.
Get Haas on here playing his mandolin.
Oh yeah. Get a little fucking jam out session going.
You know, I mean, I could ultimately set it up through OBS to have record a multi-person stream jamming out through Zoom. Whoa.
That got his attention.
Yeah, Giz, you need to send me that link, dude.
You've been gone for a while.
Yeah, you missed that. He's had a couple good ones here.
The intro to TJ's show, Adam will record or do a karaoke song.
That was my rock and roll version of the safety dance.
Nice.
I recorded a couple weeks ago for the show.
It was badass is what it was.
Nice. Yeah, dude, we'll have to collab on a track. Fuck it.
Yep.
Because that's exactly what I'm doing is I'm taking I'm taking all that 80s one-hit wonders and MTV hits.
Yeah, I saw the video of you guys playing at a bar.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they jam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. We fucking
played all the hits. It was cool as hell.
Yeah. We just added hold on. Here's the 12-song set list that I have to learn for Saturday night. In Excess, Don't Change.
Nice.
The Major Tom Is Coming Home, Take It on the Run, Come on Eileen, Centerfold, Everything I've Done for You, Don't Stop Believing, Play That Funky Music, and I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight.
Nice.
And they're all punk versions that me and my father-in-law recorded earlier tonight. So
nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's awesome. Love it. Speaking of the music thing, Adam, did you want to share what you had going on there?
Yeah, sure. So I've been sick for like the last 3 days. And I've been working on practicing for a show coming up Friday with my 2 bands. Both bands are actually playing at the same show, which is crazy. And the Disheartened, my one band, our drummer couldn't make it, so we decided to do this whole show acoustic. So we had to learn a bunch of songs and this and that. So I didn't have time to record this week's song completely. The vocals are still missing off it. So I'm going to present that song either next week or the week after, depending on whatever the situation is for the show. So I know you said that you weren't sure.
Yeah, there's going to be one next week. There is. I already confirmed.
Okay, cool. But in the meantime, I created a group on Facebook called Music Time with Adam. I think it's Music Time with Adam on Golf T Vapes. And so what I'm going to do is every week, instead of everybody just throwing things out in chat, join the group and I'll make a thread and you can pick your song as, a comment. And then what I'll do is I will throw all of the reasonable, application submissions into a randomizer live on the show, I guess. And then bada bing, bada boom, we'll have our song for the next week in a fair way.
I like it.
I think it'll make it easier and more interesting. And then people who watch the replay can also chime in as well. So
that's even better. I love it.
I'll gladly jump in on a track with you, Adam.
Yeah, for sure. You can exchange tracks and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just got to know the BPMs. You can exchange wave files and stuff. Not a
problem. Yeah. No worries, dude. What DAW are you using?
I use Ableton Live.
Okay. Not a problem. I can actually just transfer all your stuff in on Studio One. So
Faux show.
yeah.
So yeah, after the show today, I will put the thread up, and since it's next week, since we are doing a show, people can start voting or choosing and whatnot. And don't put fucking opera or death metal shit that is going to be impossible for me to do because I'm just going to blow over it. Put like, hits, top 100. It doesn't have to be a top 10 hit, but something that's
hits and not death metal in the same sentence.
Something that's recognizable.
We're gonna load him up with Taylor Swift.
But I see, that's the thing. Taylor Swift is doable in a punk rock and metal version of
Absolutely.
it. My buddy's band, I Prevailed, do it killer.
Yeah, Prevailed career out of it. They fucking off that fucking.
I used to do a Miley Cyrus song in my acoustic set, so the climb from the Hannah Montana movie.
Yeah, right.
Wait a minute, I want to hear that.
Britney Spears.
Actually,
I used to do Hit Me Baby one more time.
Yeah, the song Toxic, my buddy's band, Static Lullaby, does a killer version of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, I've heard that. They had the.
I think I may have heard that too.
Yeah, it's on the Pop Goes Punk Volume 3, I believe.
Yeah, I think that was the one. I also heard it on Sirius XM at one point too.
Yep.
Back when I had Sirius.
Back when you actually gave a fuck about music.
It was back when I drove a lot and I had Sirius in my car. Now I don't drive a lot, so I don't have it anymore.
I miss Sirius so bad. I miss that.
I just missed the Jason Ellis show, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Just listen to Ellis in the afternoon.
All right, boys and girls, it is getting that time. In fact, right up to time here, so I'll probably run a little over on the outros here. That's all right. It was a fantastic time. Enjoyed every minute of it. I actually got two special guests tonight. Somebody who I haven't seen in a while, which is fucking fantastic. Thanks for coming on, Hash.
Of course. I didn't mean to take away from Rye coming on, but I figured, since me and Rye are pretty damn cool with each other from all the other shows in the past, he wouldn't mind. And it's been way too long. And now that I'm starting to catch up with myself, it's good to catch up with everybody else. So
yeah, good. Dude, you're more than welcome anytime you want to come on. I'm not trying to tell you to come on as a regular thing. No,
in all honesty, with the next 3 months being off and only practicing and writing stuff as opposed to actually having to play out all the time, I'll probably be back a little bit more regularly.
Right on. Nice. Well, then, who wants to start us off this evening? Everybody knows the meter goes last, so don't even point to him.
I'll go.
All right. Have at it.
Initiative. I like it.
I'm going to thank you. Fuck me up.
Had to.
Thanks for having me on, Golf Tee. Thanks everybody else for being on also. And I'm going to take one from Giz a little bit and go follow what Fresh said and just say something nice to someone this week. And try to be nice to somebody. That's it. Go check out my website. I got a new stand-up on there that I hadn't previously had on there. So yeah, that was the worst fucking outro ever. Adam, you fucked me all up.
All that initiative.
So much for initiative.
Well, then how about you take the initiative and pass it to somebody else?
Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam. I play in bands. You should check them out if you want to. For real though, on a real tip, thanks for having me, TJ. It's good chilling with y'all. And yeah, just check out the bands. Check out the group. I posted the link out there in the Chizat. So check it out, join. And once I post the thread, start commenting songs. Yeah, so thanks for having me, TJ. It was a blast as always. And let's pass it to Mrs. Lume.
I love you. Let's be friends. Bye. Fresh.
Perfect. Me? All right. Golf Tea, thank you for hosting the show and letting us all have some fun on your channel, man. I love you, brother. Thank you for always being there for me ever since we met. Me and TJ have been tight ever since we met. So thank you, brother. Lumi, thank you for jumping in and taking a whole hell of a lot of initiative on Fresh from the Kitchen. You've been amazing. Thank you for being my partner in crime on there. I love you, girl. Jesse, you always get down on yourself, but you're an awesome guy. You do amazing things with the 3D printer that I don't think a lot of people can do. And thank you for sending stuff to me when you didn't have to. You've always been amazing to me, brother. Thank you. I love you.
I appreciate
Vapor Eye. You are one of the most amazing guys on Instagram. You're an amazing person. Everybody that's ever met you in person, all they do is they rant and rave at what an amazing guy you are. And I could have told them that. Just from our interactions online. So thank you for everything that you do for everybody in the community, man. And I love you too, brother. Adam Pilarczyk, the Al Green of South Chicago. I don't know how much more I need to say. You are fucking killer, man. Thank you for jumping in with us every Wednesday night, man. You make every Wednesday a brighter day. So love you, brother. Hash. Long time no see, brother.
Right.
No see. It gets lonely in the corner without you, man. Lonely. Gets lonely without my Hash. Thanks for jumping in, man. I hope I'm glad to hear that all your health problems are subsiding. I'm excited for you to come back on the show on Fridays and hang out with us a bit. We've got some pretty cool stuff coming up. I'd love for you to be a part of. So thank you, brother. I love you. Meter, the man with the most. Thank you for everything you do in the community. Like people may not realize just like how much joy they can get out of one person. And every week, like, oh, Meter put something up. Let me go look at that real quick. And it's just fucking amazing every time. And I love you, brother. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Our unseen co-host, our unseen producer of the show tonight. He already knows. He's the Robin to my Batman, or I'm his Robin to his Batman. Whatever. Hi, Giz. I love you, brother. I love you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me in Vegas. Everybody out there, remember, like I said at the start, say something. Words have a lot of power. Say something kind to people. Think before you type. Think before you say something. Nobody is just a word. Don't put people in boxes. Look at the person as a whole. Remember that everybody is an individual and they've got their own life. They've got their own things going on. Nobody is just what you think they are. So step outside the box. Be beautiful to each other. Educate. Advocate, be good for this community. We'll see you on that next one. I'm going to throw it down to Heshing von Heshington.
Thanks for having me, TJ. Again, Rye, sorry for kind of jumping in and stepping on some toes tonight, but what a better night. You know what I mean? What a better night to do so. As usual, Lumi, pleasure as always. Jesse, long time no see, brother. Meter, I fucking love you and you know it. Adam walked away, so whatever. Nah, but me and Adam.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever, bro. Adam will definitely collab on a couple of tunes for these guys just for fun of it. And Fresh, as always, I missed you.
Miss you, brother.
And last but not least, I got two left. Giz, you goofy bastard. I love you to death. Miss your face. We'll be in touch soon. And TJ, as always, thank you for shooting me that link. Thank you for all the positive words, you guys, and the support with me being gone and everything. Because without the positive words from my friends and seeing that people still fucking care, even though I haven't been around even like chatting with people, just concerned for me makes me want to get that much better. So much love to everybody. I love you. We have a lot of shit on our plates with everything going on with the FDA. And as I always say, right now, we need to put our egos aside, be positive with each other like everybody's been saying tonight, and band together or be banned together.
Get my fist bump in. I don't care if you were giving that to everybody. That's mine.
Now Meter can't steal it, bitch. What? So I'll shoot it over to Rye since he hasn't gone yet, and I know Meter's going to go off on a tangent.
Well, thanks, Ash, and it's nice to see you again, man. It's awesome. It's fun seeing your collection over there and going on, and good luck. Best of luck for you with that. And I know you're going to do great.
Thank you.
To everybody in the panel, I mean, I'm not going to call you guys up one by one, but you know how much I love you guys. TJ, thank you so much. It's so nice being back here, actually. And I can tell you, I could, if I could, if I'm not too late coming out of work, I'll be here, if that's okay with you.
That's always all right.
Yeah.
Always all right, bro.
I'll make it here. So yeah, thank you guys in the chat room. Love you all. And yeah, let's be as passionate in vaping, and we got to unite, really. If we're united, we can be heard. And that's what we really need right now. We need to be heard. So yeah, as Fresh said, like, let's be nice to everybody, and let's aim for all positive. We could go through this. I absolutely believe we can go through this. So yeah, love y'all. Thank you again.
Oh yeah. In that case here, that leaves that to me before we send it off to Meter to try to take back what Hesh has taken away from him.
Ain't gonna happen.
Hold. Oh, he picked it back. He was ready. Love it. First and foremost, before I go too far into talking to everybody here, Giz, I know you're not feeling well, so thank you very much for producing tonight for me. I fucking love you, buddy. Really hope that you get better real fucking soon. To everyone who is out there in the chat, first and foremost, as always, I love you guys. Thanks for coming out each and every week. You guys are the reason why I continue to do this. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to hang out with my friends regardless of whether you show up or not, but you're the reason why I do it live. Otherwise, I would just do it in the back room somewhere where nobody could see. But you guys make it worth my while. So thank you very much. Love you all. Keep on coming, and I'll keep putting shows up. Like I said earlier, there will indeed be a show up next week. So we will have one prior to Thanksgiving for those of you who aren't traveling or just trying to chill out the night before having to deal with in-laws and all that crazy shit. Like I will be, which is why I said I will probably drink a little bit that night. Not a lot, just a little. But you know,
I'll be joining you.
Just enough to take the edge off. To start with, I'm going to work my way around the room here because, you know what, it has been a positive thing this evening, and I would like to take it out that way because I can't think of a better way to do it. To start with, I'm going to start with the first person that got me going down this road, Fresh. My battle, he said, we've been tighter than fish pussy since the day we met, so that man, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. You guys wouldn't have a show on Wednesday night. Thank you. I love you. Thank you so very much for changing my life. I appreciate it.
Love you, brother.
More than you'll know. Lumi, you've been such a fantastic addition to all of this. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you for coming on. Jesse, thank you for bringing Lumi into this craziness. You're fucking outstanding. Jesse, you've done amazing work. Putting out all the wonderful 3D stands that you do. People don't realize it yet. That business may not have rocketed off the ground yet, but it will. Stick with it. You're going to do fantastic things with it, especially with the products you're putting out and the quality of them to boot. I mean, I've had 2 cuppies sitting in my car for the entirety of the summer, and now that it's getting cold, and no issues with them at all. No cracking, no expanding, no problems there at all. I'm telling you, he does some fantastic things. If you guys don't know, go and order some products, man. They're fucking fantastic. Even it doesn't matter what it is. Adam, my fucking, as Fresh said, the Al Green of Chicago right now. Not only does his wonderful radio voice carry throughout our show, but tonight he is also dressed the part to match that beautiful, lovely voice, which is fucking fantastic. Love it. Rye. Okay, like I said earlier, dude, I'm fucking proud of you, man. Just to see how everything is expanded. It hasn't been an overnight quick thing, but it's just gone to another fucking level. It's fucking amazing to see the work that you're doing, and you're getting the recognition and credit you deserve for it, which is even better. Keep up the good work, brother. Nothing but love for you. Hesh, said it earlier, I'll say it again. I'm glad your health is better. Don't you stay on that track. Don't get off of it. You know, if that means you don't get to hang out with us, that's fine. You need to be healthy to help us fight. Can't fight if you're not healthy.
Right.
Much love to you. Love what you're doing. Love that you even once in a while peeking in when you're not able to be here all the time. Love it. So fan-fucking-tastic. Keep that shit up.
Will do.
Meter. That guy right there talking to his dog. Or dogs, depending on how many he's got there laying at his feet. Just one at the time being. That's amazing. Dude, you're fantastic. You've been fantastic since the first day you've stepped foot on the show. And I hope you continue to stay. I really do. Fucking love having you around. Not to mention all of the other things that you're helping me with currently. I fucking love you, brother. Not to mention, we need to set up a chat about this Ben Askren thing here on one of these weekends here coming up, because man, that's going to be a little bit, we might have a little bit of argument on our hands from our differing views here. Other than that, you guys know the drill. Go to thepinkpussylist.com. Everything on that site, they're all pillars of the community who do wonderful things for us, and you're going to get a discount. So go check that out. That includes Dory Liquid, Coil Vapes, Vaping Swag. There's just a mess of them on there. Too many for me to name right now. Kenny B Coils. There's all kinds of things on there. Go do that. And support those people that are supporting us, because they need it. We need it. It's a mutually beneficial thing. You're getting fantastic products out of it as well. So one thing I will say, because we didn't touch on it a lot tonight, but a little bit of advocacy does need to be stated here. Make sure you're paying attention to CSA's call to actions. Pay attention to your local government and what's going on here. Definitely look at the big picture as well. However, we need to educate, advocate, not for ourselves or the people to the left or the right, but for those people that are coming behind us that have not made the switch from the stinkies. We don't want to see things go down like have gone down in South Australia right now. Those guys have had the fucking hammer dropped on them. If we're not advocating and educating for ourselves, that same thing can happen. Because if the rest of the world looks in on what South Australia did and goes, oh, this is a fantastic way to get rid of this shit, we're all in a lot of trouble if we're not advocating. So make sure you're doing your part. Hit up those representatives, especially those newly elected ones. We need to get in their ear, let them know, guess what? Reason why you got elected is because of us. So if you don't do what we're going to say, 2 years, bye-bye, you're gone. We're going to get somebody else who will do what we're looking for. So make sure you're just doing your part. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot to say other than, man, there's a lot of fucking love in the room tonight, and I love every minute of it. Love each and every one of you guys, everyone on the panel. Thank you so very much for coming. Rye, I'm so glad I fucking got a chance to chat with you the other day and have you coming on. I missed you, buddy. It's been a while. And Hesh, don't be a fucking stranger. Don't make it interfere with your health, but don't be a fucking stranger.
Oh, don't worry.
On that note, guys, I'm gonna send it off to the one, the only, the Meter Vapes.
First and foremost, everything else aside, thank you, TJ, for having a show every Wednesday night that would let a group of miscreants like this and a fuck up like this take part every Wednesday, and then have an audience of lunatics like that comes back every week to encourage it. I love you most of all for that. But in the sentiment of Fresh's statement and Fresh's segment this evening, words matter. People have to remember that words matter. But what matters more than words are actions. Anyone can say something quick and something clever in the moment to make themselves look good. But what you do when no one's watching is what defines you. Your actions make you the person that you are. Your words only make you the vision that people see you as. Take the time to be there for someone. You don't get to choose when someone else's moment is right for them. Help them through that. Actions mean more than words, and it's time for us as a community to act, not to speak. Be there for each other. Be there for anyone who needs it. It is time to care. We have to band together or be banned together.
So, being as we only have a producer tonight, I'm going to give him the option. Giz, are you feeling well enough where you would like to take us out, or would you like somebody else to take us out? Pop in, pop out for no, pop in, stay in for yes.
Try to be nice to someone if possible. And get off your butts and vape.
Yeah.
Dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. I said, we can go where we want to, place where they will never find. And we can act like we come from out of this world, leave the real one far behind. We can dance. We can dance. We can go when we want to. The night is young and so am I. And we can dress real neat from our hats to our feet and surprise them with the victory cry. I said, we can act if we want to. If we don't, nobody will. And you can act real rude and totally removed, and I can act like an imbecile. Say, we can dance, everything's under control. We can dance, doing it wall to wall. We can dance, everybody look at your hands. We can dance, everybody's taking